Welcome to yesterday's NBA news from the 7th of August. Yesterday's NBA news, aka yesterday's Olympic news, but it is what it is still, right? Because the Olympics have been fucking awesome. Even though yesterday I was with my grandma all pretty much day, well, all afternoon. So I didn't catch much of Belgium, Spain, or France, Germany, but it is what it is, right? I saw obviously what happened. I saw some stats. I saw some highlights. So I did go over it, but still, it will not be like a expertise here, which it isn't even when I watch the games, right? But it's more of just a guy making sense of his purpose. That's what it is at the end of the day, and his love of commentating about things he loves at the end of the day. And basketball is one of those things, and I actually do play basketball, right? Not that I play professionally or something like, but I do, go out and play that ball with some, people here. So that's it. Anyway, let's get into the deals. Lauri Markkanen is officially extended, 5-year, $238 million deal. As expected, he gets the bag with Utah, and he will be staying there throughout this whole season because he will not be eligible to be traded. And still, I guess he'll be tanking this season anyway. And we'll have a conversation about Danny Ainge and his GMness, because, look at how better Boston got once he left. Just look at it. Anyway, salute to Markkanen for securing the bag. Great NBA career. And Malachi Flynn is signing a minimum deal for a year with the Spurs. Spurs take a flyer on a former first-rounder. He had a 50-point game last season, right? So why the hell not? And Brandon Ingram is beginning the season on the Pelicans next season. He'll just be there because no one is interested enough. We'll see how the extension works out, how it will all work out at the end of the day. We don't know yet, but we have to wait and see about that. I would still love to see that trade between Pels and Utah. Utah would get Ingram, and the Pelicans would get Walker Kessler. I think that's a fucking wonderful deal, but we'll see what the hell will happen with that and how Danny Ainge operates. We know that it's fucking crazy. And there were some other news with Jeremy Lamb and Kyle Guy retiring. Jeremy Lamb, one of those microwave scorers in the league. Salute to him. Always will remember that half court, or like the full court shot, right? He hit with Charlotte. If I'm not mistaking that, or was it with Indiana? But we all know the play I'm talking about. Salute to Jeremy Lamb. A solid NBA career, obviously. And Kyle Guy, I just remember him because he played with the Warriors G League, I'm pretty sure. And he has a fucking awesome name. And Lonzo Ball has had no setbacks since starting to play 5-on-5, apparently. So that's fucking awesome. Hopefully we'll be able to see him play actual basketball. We'll see, obviously, how it all looks. We have to wait and see. But I'm so happy to see that. And fingers crossed for more better progress for Lonzo Ball. Because, the game of basketball is better with Lonzo Ball in it. So hopefully we will get to see him eventually. And that's it for some news cycle. There were other obviously stories. Gordon Hayward being called Justin Bieber by Ron Artest, or Meta World Peace, pardon me. And obviously Draymond, for example, talking about Rudy Gobert being benched, which was some funny shit. And the Warriors, apparently, Steph and Draymond are apparently very happy with the moves the Warriors have made. So take that as you will, but it doesn't seem that way to me. Nonetheless, let's talk about Women's Olympic quarterfinals, as we have Australia beat Serbia 85-67. Really good performance by Australia. They dominated all the way throughout, and they are in the semis, and at least one of the Australian teams beat Serbia, right? So they avenged the men's team. So shout out to them. Then obviously Belgium beat Spain 79-66. As I said, Spain undefeated in the groups, then they get Belgium. Belgium got off to a huge start. Obviously Emma Miesemann continues to be just incredible. Lynn Scans really chimed in and stepped in with 8 of 13 shooting from the field. And they were just the better team, which, makes sense. They out-rebounded them by a lot. Even though they turned the ball over a lot, it did not matter. They were just shooting better, more efficiently, got to the paint a lot, used advantage of their size, and dominated Spain in the trenches, as they would say. But what an unfortunate just tournament for Spain here, right? Because goddamn, you play so well in the groups, you get all the wins, and then you just play Belgium, who just happened to stumble in the first 2 games, surprisingly lost to Germany, right? And then they dominated Japan just to get in here, and yeah, I mean, that's just how it works, right? That's the beauty of elimination basketball. Then we had, of course, France beat Germany at home, 84-71. And, I mean, Marin Johannes is fucking awesome. She had 24 points today, 1 rebound, 0 assists. Just such a pure game. Satu Sabali had a really rough game, which was obviously one of the bigger reasons why Germans weren't there. While the other Sabali sister, which I'm pretty sure is Niara, who plays for the Liberty, had a really solid game. Germany... I mean, yeah, they just unfortunately weren't able to shoot at all. Some of it was obviously great defense from the French team. They were able to at least get to the foul line, so it wasn't like, rigged for France in terms of free throw shooting, because they absolutely dominated that. And they dominated the rebounds, but at the end of the day, turned the ball over too much, and they weren't hitting. They just weren't efficient at all. So, a really rough exit for them from the tournament after what was a really impressive, 2 games and a half, right? And it just unfortunately isn't enough even for a fight for a medal, because they got France at home. And I think, obviously, you don't want to play the home team, in the Olympics, no matter what, no matter how good they are. And this French team is pretty good nonetheless. And USA obviously beat Nigeria 88-74. Another dominating performance by Aja Wilson. She had 20 and 11, just incredible. They also made a change to the starting lineup with putting, Jackie Young in there, I'm pretty sure, right? They put Jackie Young instead of Diana Taurasi in there. And the Nigerians held on really well, and they fought their asses off, but USA had a really great run to end the second quarter, where they just went on a run and pushed the lead to up 19, I'm pretty sure. They dominated rebounding-wise, and... they played a really good team ball overall, and the Nigerians just did not have enough. As much as they tried, they would have to shoot much better from the 3-point line, where USA defended well, but they also missed a lot of good open looks. That's what you need to beat USA, and they made it look better, just a 14-point loss, but obviously it was pretty much during garbage time. And now, today we have the men's Olympic semis. France against Germany, round 2. It's at 17:30 here in the Czech Republic, which means it's about 11:30 in New York, or in some type of American time. And obviously USA against Serbia, round 3, aka the other semifinal, later on at 9 p.m. here, which is, 15 or 3 p.m. right in the US, New York time. So, hey, I'm really excited about these matchups. We'll see how France responds, right? They got absolutely destroyed by Germany, who just was the better team and is the better team very likely. But home whistle maybe. They, Fournier had a great game. Obviously, they found something without Rudy Gobert in there, so that will be really different against Germany. The question is, they still don't have anyone to stop Franz Wagner and Dennis Schroeder, right? They don't have that many great defenders, so we'll see if somebody like Yabusele can step up again. Who else could step up for them? I guess Evan Fournier will have to step up once again offensively, if, when we're still thinking about it. And, for example, once again, Cordinier, right, who had an incredible game. Lessor had an incredible game. Maybe Wemby can finally have a great offensive game. Maybe Frank Ntilikina can stay on the court and defend well. So that will be intriguing. And obviously, USA-Serbia, I think, unless the USA team is completely off offensively and Jokic is just on a guard mode, I don't think there's a chance for Serbia. But we'll see. We'll see. Who knows, right? Third time's the charm. So I'm excited to watch these games tonight. Tomorrow we'll talk about them in more detail. And as always, be kind to yourself and to others. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Be gentle with yourselves. Love yourselves. Love you. Bye.